Namaste, my friends. First day of my 30-day video journey, and I'm just gonna rip this one off. So I want to reiterate why I'm doing this, and for these coming 30 days I'm going to upload a video every day documenting my journey, my everyday life, to show you my authentic self, and also for a not just entertainment purposes for myself, but mainly to be able to show the way I live my life, and in order to live as an example and hopefully inspire others by doing that. So that is basically the main purpose, and whatever else comes up out of this will be a bonus, good or bad, and I'm open for it, because at the moment what I'm doing in my life, this whole journey thing, speaking to a camera and uploading videos of myself, is actually pretty beneficial, because I am at the moment learning marketing, and well, there are many other things that I would like to explore using this platform, YouTube, and connecting it to my website, and so on and so forth. So basically this is a means to explore my own personal development journey, journey of self-growth, and at the same time expressing that, and actually sharing valuable tips and insights that I use in my everyday life to live the way I live, which is, to sum it up, a very happy and peaceful life most of the time. Even when the bad times come, I'm rather peaceful and content and accepting. So what I want to say today, except for that little rant, is that I had a client earlier, a person who is very dear to me, and she has a couple of problems that she wants to have healed. And if you watch the other videos I have on my website and the one I uploaded yesterday, you know that I'm a Reiki Master, Karuna Reiki Master, and so I do healing, which is in a way rather new to me, but I've already seen and experienced and heard about the effects of healing, which just 1 or 2 years ago was completely out of beyond what I believed to be real and possible. So with my client anyway, I did a healing session with her, and we sat and spoke for a little while afterwards. Actually a little while, it was about 2 hours, and we really got to dig in deep. And I wanted to bring one thing from that to you guys, because we spoke about her problems, and what I've come to believe and understand is that when we have a lot of negative feelings, they can be all abstract and flowy and out there, but the more we let our negative feelings affect us, the more we ignore them and not tend to the root causes of it, the more they tend to solidify and turn into something that is actually physically apparent, like in this example, back pain, but there can be many other things. For example, in my own journey, I've had what can we say, well, not completely physically, but a lot of problems with concentration, but when we start to really tend to the problems and not just try to give our power away to something else like medicine, some other person like a medical doctor. I'm not saying don't go to the doctors, they're amazing, some of them, but we shouldn't give our power away. We should really understand that we have everything we need in order to heal ourselves and move forward in our lives and expand and grow. So what we did was, what I did, I started asking questions And she started answering them, and we were digging deeper and deeper and deeper and trying to get to the root cause of what was causing her back pain. And so back pain, if we're talking about the chakra system, energy systems, we have the second chakra, the sacral chakra, just below the navel and the lower back. And if we have an overactive or underactive sacral chakra, we usually have problems with digestion, sexual or the reproductive system, have pain in our back, in our extremities or in our legs, and a lot of emotional, let's get that back up, emotional problems. So what I understood is that this back problem is, for one, connected to stress, a lot of stress, but also emotional struggles and emotional trauma from earlier in her life. So we started digging, and we came to some soft spots where emotions were very visibly emerging. And it's not to say that her back pain went away right away, rather the opposite, because it got more intense, but it is part of the healing. Because when we were healing ourselves, we are actually experiencing the feelings, the problems, the trauma that caused the problem in the first place. So what happens, as I said, with negative feelings, they're all flowy, they're all out here, they're very dispersed. But over time, when we ignore them and we add to them, we run away from them and don't let them go, they add to something more solid. So when we start to shake this solid thing that we call a problem, like back pain, when it starts shaking, those feelings start to emerge as well. So when it starts to dissolve, they start to rise up into consciousness. And so we can, a part of the healing process is actually experiencing these feelings. And we don't have to do that from a weak standpoint. We don't have to experience the whole thing. That if we had a traumatic event in our life, we don't have to experience that same thing, but we can do it from our new, reinforced perspective and stronger center. But yes, part of the process of healing is actually experiencing these feelings, letting them come up. And that can be quite a journey. It can be quite a process. It can go quickly if we are really, really focused on healing this and letting this go. But we have to be aware that we have to focus our whole intent on actually realizing what it is that is causing this problem and on letting that go. So to give you some kind of practical advice would be, if you're having problems, any problem in your life, even if it seems to be something objective, something out there, something external, there is the most important aspect of that problem is within yourself. First of all, it's not a problem. It's just something that is. And it's there for you to give you an opportunity to learn and to grow and to expand. Again, to give you something valuable, if you have any problem, look at it, write it down, make it very clear to you what it is you think it's a problem. Write it down, make it clear, write everything you can about that. Even if, you can even close your eyes for a minute, breathe a little, try to locate where the problem is in your field, in your space. Locate it, give it a shape, give it form, give it a color, give it structure, and see if it has temperature and if it makes any sound. And I know it sounds so silly, but this is actually a technique to really to make the unconscious conscious, to bring light to that which we do not see. So play with me for a minute and do that. So write it down first, then try to locate it. Where is it in your body? Where is it in your field? And we can always sense. So if you have money problems, for example, like like myself for the moment, that is very much over here, over my chest area, not necessarily in my chest, but perhaps over it a little bit. And it feels like a big plate. And then you have color, so this one is black, and texture is a little bit almost rusty. Can you say? Well, I don't know the English word for that. Anyhow, it's cold and it makes a clinky, cold sound. And what we do that afterwards is that we start to explore this. We can do visualization techniques, and we can imagine light coming into this. We can pray. We can ask ourselves to let go of this. We can actually see this whole structure, this whole shape dissolve slowly. And what we have to do is we have to be open to the feelings that arise in company of this little exercise. So when feelings start to come up, if you feel angry or sad, irritated, whatever, just sit with that. Don't go eat candy or do something else. Don't run away. Don't even go to the gym, which I a couple of years ago would definitely advise. What we want to do is we want to be with those feelings. We really want to feel into those and realize that, okay, I have stored something here that I'm now ready to let go of. Because the longer we hold on to things that we label as negative, the more they're gonna make us suffer, until we have suffered enough and are ready to let them go. But we don't have to go all the way into the darkness where we hit rock bottom in order to let these things go. We can actually start to live a lot happier right here, right now. So that said, that was a longer video than I thought to make at first. I hope the wind wasn't too disturbing. And so this was the first day of my 30-day video journey. If you got any value from this video, please put a comment below. Hit the like button if you liked it, or if you didn't like it, you can do whatever. But please, if you didn't like it, write it in the comment section. I am really open for some serious critique and feedback. Because I want to improve as much as possible and be able to express myself in a way that really brings forth value to whoever listens to you. If you believe that this was something valuable for you, and if the future videos will be of value to you, please hit the subscribe button, and I will do my very best to bring you the best. All my love, all my happiness, all good fortune to you. Have a good day and a good weekend. Namaste.